Welcome to Front Office Pros. I'm Steve and this is Joe. We've been breaking down most of the trades that have happened during our trade deadline in the NFL. And now we're going to be talking about running back Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson got traded from the 49ers, heading to Miami for a 2023 fifth round pick. Joe, what are your thoughts about Jeff Wilson heading back to a familiar coach in Mike McDaniel in Miami?
Yeah, well, honestly, at first, Steve, I was kind of disappointed because, I have Mostert and saw Edmonds getting shipped off, and I was like, oh, yeah, here we go, it's Mostert's show. I still think Mostert should, still see the majority of the carries there, but Wilson is a guy, I mean, like you said, he's familiar with the run system that Mike McDaniel has coming over from the 49ers. So it'll kind of be interesting to see how they use the two backs. I mean, obviously, Wilson had, started for the 49ers last year, where McDaniel was. So I don't know. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what the usage is. I'm less excited after about Mostert with Wilson coming in. I know they didn't give up too much for him, but I just don't know. I mean, the usage has just been weird for the Dolphins. They paid Edmonds all that money. You thought he was going to be the bell cow, and they're giving Mostert the most carries. So I'm not sure what to make of it, honestly.
Yeah, I am pretty concerned if I'm a Mostert owner and I do have him in one redraft league. He was getting a good amount of usage, and now that Wilson is in, I think Mostert will still be involved, but I have to think he won't be as involved as he was. I don't know if they'll split carries or maybe there'll be a Jeff Wilson game and a Mostert game, but yeah, I think it's very concerning. I think from a fantasy prospects, Jeff Wilson was buried on the depth chart after the Christian McCaffrey trade. The Niners had no use for him at that point. So it makes sense, get some draft capital, move him away. I get that point of it, but as far as Jeff Wilson, it hurts Mostert. How does it not? And the question is, how involved will he be? I don't think he's necessarily the future for them. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't bring in another running back. You saw what they did with Edmonds, and that was a swing and a miss. So from a dynasty perspective, I don't know how many people were that enthusiastic about Jeff Wilson anyways. But I don't know. I think it's kind of concerning.
Yeah, I mean, on the contrary, like you said, I mean, Jeff Wilson owners have to be, at least for this year, excited about it. Like you said, McCaffrey came in and completely stole his thunder with the 49ers. So can recreate some magic with McDaniel in Miami now.
Yeah, and on the San Fran side, obviously it's the Christian McCaffrey show, and then you have Elijah Mitchell, who eventually will get back, but who even knows if he'll be involved? Or they could just might be McCaffrey, and that's it. It's interesting. Go ahead, Joe. What are you gonna
Yeah,
say?
I still don't think they want McCaffrey touching the ball too many times like he was overutilized in Carolina. So, I mean, there will be a second running back relevant in the 49ers. Like you
Hmm.
mentioned, is it Elijah Mitchell or somebody else? That's kind of the question.
Well, I don't think it's Davis Price or Mason. It's so interesting to me because during Shanahan's time, I feel like he's just had an assortment of running backs all over the place, and now he finally has like the guy in McCaffrey. But at the end of the day, to close it out, Joe. We're thinking about Jeff Wilson. Is he fantasy relevant going forward for this season and possibly beyond?
I definitely think he's got some fantasy relevancy this year. The beyond part is the question. I kind of we'll kind of wait and see what the Dolphins do. You know, I like you said. I mean, I highly doubt they're just gonna next year be like, all right, yeah, we got Jeff Wilson. He's gonna be our bell cow. I don't envision that. I mean, as you see, 49ers Shanahan likes to use multiple backs. McDaniel likes to use multiple backs. You know, we'll see somebody else with them. So
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. If you had Mostert or Wilson, obviously you're happy about. If you had Mostert, you're not as happy. Obviously, they're not the feature of that offense. That offense goes through Waddle, it goes through Tyreek Hill. But at the end of the day, it'll be interesting to see what happens with that backfield for the season, anyways.
yeah, Yeah, hopefully we'll see more of the same for Mostert, but
Yeah.
I'm hoping at least.
Yeah, I know, Joe. Or you're going to be going back into the running back trade market.
Yeah, might have to kick the old tires on Jamal Williams.
Here comes another trade in our league. But for all of you, thank you for watching. This is a breakdown of the Jeff Wilson trade. And, we are a new channel. So if you really are enjoying this content, please, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell as we are creating more videos. And please send us a comment. Maybe you disagree with us. Go ahead, put a comment on there. We'd love to interact with new people and what we're saying. So thank you so much for watching. And if you like watching this, we've got a couple more trade videos that we're reacting to. So watch a few more, and until next time.